Good morning, children. Today in science class, we are going to start our new chapter, lesson 17, Importance of Air. As you all are familiar with the air, that all the living things require air, but have you ever seen air? No. You might have not seen air, but you must have felt its presence in so many ways, right? So, air it moves from one place to another. You can feel the presence of air when the leaves of trees rustle. Also, when the clothes hanging on a cloth line it sway when the air is moving. You can fly a kite in the sky because of the moving air. And also, you must have played with the pinwheels, also called the firkis, which are available in the different sizes and they are made up of paper. So it rotates with the moving air and it tells the direction in which the air is moving. You inflate the balloons with air on your birthday. When you switch on the fan, the pages of the book's newspaper it starts fluttering. Also, you must have heard about the weathercock, which is used to tell the direction of the wind, in which direction the wind is blowing, and mainly it is placed at the top of the buildings. So all these things they all work because of the presence of air, and this moving air is called the wind, right? So this is called the wind, and which is present everywhere around us. Now, when the thick blanket of air that envelopes or that covers the earth completely, this covering of air is called atmosphere. So this air it covers our atmosphere, it covers our earth completely, and therefore it is called the atmosphere. And as we know that air it has no color, it is transparent, but its presence can be felt. So we know that the atmosphere it extends to the many kilometer above the surface of earth, and this atmosphere is very essential for the life on earth. Why? Because of the air of the atmosphere which provide oxygen for the breathing. So as we go higher up in the atmosphere, then what happens? The amount of air it decreases. So the air at the top of the mountains it becomes so thin that it does not have enough oxygen for the people to breathe properly there. So in that way we can say that the air is present all around us in the atmosphere. Now we know that air is a matter, so you should know what is a matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies the space. It can be in the solid, liquid, or in the gaseous form. It occupies the space and has mass, and it fills all the space which is available to it. You fill the air or gas in a balloon, in a football, and in the tires of your bicycles or the vehicles. So in all the things, or you can say the equipments that we use, the air is required in every aspect of our life. Okay, now let's see the properties of air. As we know that air is invisible, it means that we cannot see the air, but its presence can be felt. Air has weight, air takes up the space, it occupies space, and it has no odor or taste. It has no color, it is transparent, it can see through it, you can see through it. So these all are the properties of air, and we can prove it with the help of an experiment. So the first is air has weight. Now for this activity what you need two balloons, a long wooden stick with a string which is tied at the center. So first of all you will take two balloons, fill it with the air, and tie each balloon to each end of that wooden stick. Then in the next step, the prick the one yellow balloon with the help of the needle, then what will happen? The air will escape out from the yellow balloon, right? It will get deflate or it will get burst. So you will observe that the balloon which is present on the other side, that is the green one, the stick gets moved towards the green one, green balloon. So it tilted towards the green balloon. So this activity shows that the air has weight, and it proves that yes, the balloon which is inflated, the balloon which is having the air inside it, it has some amount of a weight, due to which the stick, it gets moved towards the other side. In the next activity, we can prove that the air occupies the space. For that, you need a transparent bowl and which is filled with the water. Along with that, take the empty glass tumbler and just keep it upside down into the bowl which is filled with the water. So, do you think that the water will enter into the glass tumbler in step A? No. What will happen? The water doesn't enter the glass tumbler. See the step A. In the second step, when you will tilt the glass tumbler, then what will happen? Then you will notice that the bubbles of the airs come out, and this water, it gets filled up in the glass tumbler. Now, why this happen? Actually, the glass tumbler, it is not empty. In step A, this glass is having air. It is filled with the air, and when it was turned upside down, so when you pushed this tumbler in inverted position, so no air it enters, it escape out, and the water, it could not enter into the glass tumbler because of the presence of air inside the glass. But in the second step, on tilting the glass tumbler, this air comes out in the form of bubbles, and the water, it enters into the glass tumbler. So the water, it filled up the space which was left by the air which comes out from the glass tumbler in the form of air, and this water filled up that space which was occupied by the air.